Hello, my lovely ones. It's Georgie here again at Tittle Tattle Tarot. So we're on to round 3 of our game, all about Harry's loss of virginity. Who did he lose it to? We've chosen someone for him today, and today we have Ms. Shirley Bassey. Oh, yes. Now, I must point out that this is all for fun and entertainment. It's all total make-believe. I would never ever suggest that Miss Bassey would go anywhere near Harry. She wouldn't like that at all. But that's not the point. The point of this game is to find out whether Harry would go for Miss Bassey. When he was a 17-year-old boy, if you'd have said to him, Harry, your virginity is going to be taken by Shirley Bassey, he probably wouldn't know who she was. He'd have to look her up. And it's going to happen at the Eiffel Tower restaurant. Have you ever been there? Well, you know what the Eiffel Tower is. I've been there, but I haven't been to the restaurant. It was way too posh, but I looked up at it. But the Eiffel Tower restaurant is right the way at the very top, and it's incredibly posh. So that's where it would take place. And I reckon probably bent over one of the tables in the Eiffel Tower restaurant. That's just my bit of added bit of detail there from me. So I don't know whether he would be a big spender or not. Probably not. I don't think Harry spends much money on such things, but really, if you had Shirley Bassey in the Eiffel Tower restaurant, you'd need to be a big spender, I reckon. But I want to know, we're getting off topic here. I want to know if you'd have put that scenario to Harry as a 17-year-old lad and you'd said to him, look, Harry, forget all this nonsense about, losing your virginity to a groom who's only a couple of years older than you. Forget all that. How about losing your virginity to Shirley Bassey, the Shirley Bassey, at the top of the Eiffel Tower over a table in their restaurant? What would he say to that? What would he say to that? So this is Shirley Bassey, and this is the restaurant. Oh. Shirley Bassey. Well, do you know what? I don't think he'd mind. We've got the Five of Wands. Five of Wands. He thinks that would be a bit sparky, that a little bit. Oh, I think he thinks she'd be a bit rough with him. Five of Wands. It's quite sort of combative. It's how you say combative. You know what I mean? Bit sort of yes, yeah, bit sort of fighting energy. That's what he thinks it would be. I can imagine a bit of a tussle on the table. Yes. Once he looked her up and he knew who she was. And Page of Wands. He rather liked that. This is all wand action here. Yes, he'd go for Shirley Bassey. And Shirley Bassey, she'd probably wear something like that, wouldn't she? She'd be all into like sort of zebra skin and slinky clothes. Yeah, he'd definitely go for that. And he'd think that would be, yes, quite sort of rough and tumble at the Eiffel Tower, definitely. As for the table, I think he is a bit public. He'd be worried paparazzi would see him and they'd sneak away with photographs. That would bother him. He'd think that, these old paparazzi, they're a bit sneaky in the Seven of Swords, that they'd catch him, they'd see him all bent over the table with Shirley Bassey, and they'd take a quick shot, they'd take a quick picture, and then they'd run back to wherever they go. I don't know where they go, but they run back there and then they sell it out and he'd be all over the newspapers. He wouldn't like that. But as for Shirley Bassey, oh my God, yes, definitely. He'd like the leggings. He'd like those zebra skin leggings and that slinky clothes. And yeah, he'd find her very, very sort of hustling. That's the word for it. Yes, he'd like that. He could imagine being a bit physical with that one. So yes, Shirley Bassey's a goer. Yes, please. But no, not in such a public place. Maybe in the toilet. Maybe in the toilet in the Eiffel Tower. I think he'd probably go for that. That's probably more his level. Yes, he'd lock himself in the lavatory with her, I reckon. Yes. So that's that. Yes, keep them coming and we'll see who else we can find for him and what other location. Bye-bye.